Now that March Madness is over, it's time to think spring, as in the spring championships. I'm Megan Clementi, and this is Inside the Sun Belt. And we start in Muscle Shoals, Alabama, at the Fighting Joe course at the Shoals for the Women's Golf Championship. FIU came into the event with the best stroke average and after 2 rounds held a 6-stroke lead over Middle Tennessee. Individually, Panther freshman Megan McLaren had a 3-shot lead over Olivia Love of Middle Tennessee. In the final round, it didn't take long for FIU to take control of the team title. When the last putt was holed, the Panthers had a 16-shot advantage over the Blue Raiders for the championship. McLaren and her teammates used 872 shots compared to 888 by Middle Tennessee. Then came South Alabama, Troy, and Louisiana Monroe. UALR finished in 6th place, followed by Georgia State, North Texas, Arkansas State, Western Kentucky, and Florida Atlantic. Meanwhile, the battle for the individual honors got interesting when Love made a birdie at 14 and took the lead. Meanwhile, McLaren went bogey, double bogey on 13 and 14. McLaren showed remarkable poise for a freshman and birdied 15 and 17 to regain the lead. And then she won the individual honors by 2 shots. Here are the top scores, and you can see that 3 of the top 6 players are all from FIU. Then it was the men's turn to tee it up. Behind Lane Holtz, South Alabama didn't waste any time going to the top of the leaderboard. Holtz fired a 4-under 68, and the Jaguars led by 9 shots. Day 2 was a different story, though. Georgia State jumped to the team lead at 2 under par, but North Texas, South Alabama, and Middle Tennessee were all within 4 shots of the lead. Rodolfo Casaban of North Texas took the individual lead at 4 under after 36 holes. Day 3, Holtz battled through some tough weather conditions to take home the 2013 individual title and a playoff with Casaban. The North Texas Mean Green fired a 1 over par 289 to claim the 2013 Sun Belt Conference Men's Golf Championship, their 2nd consecutive title and the first golf back-to-back championship since UALR accomplished the feat during the 2000-2001 championships. Louisiana Lafayette hosted the men's and women's tennis championships. For the women, it was top-seeded North Texas meeting the 2nd-seeded Panthers of Georgia State for the title. Early in the day, the teams played evenly and it was tied at 2. But then Yana Surchenko won the number 5 singles, and that was followed by a come-from-behind win by Barbara Vikadilova in the number 2 singles. That turned out to be the championship match as North Texas claimed the title with a 4-2 victory, the 2nd straight championship for the Mean Green.
This is a group that never gives up, and they just keep fighting. But a classy group, great seniors, and today the seniors came through.
Vikadilova was named the tournament's most outstanding player with a 4-0 record. She was named to the all-tournament team along with her teammate Surchenko. For the men, it was top-seeded Middle Tennessee taking on 3rd-seeded Georgia State. The Blue Raiders backed up their top seed by taking a 3-0 lead, but Georgia State won the number 1 and number 3 singles to close the gap. The 2 matches left to be decided both needed a tiebreaker in the final set to determine a winner. Georgia State's Paul Schutt saved 6 match points to come back and win the number 6 singles. That means it came down to Robert Schultz in the number 4 match for the Panthers. He saved 2 match points and then went on to win the tiebreaker 7-1. Georgia State won its first ever Sun Belt Tennis Championship 4-3.
We've played the best tennis all year. We've worked extremely hard all year so that at the end of the season is the time that it matters. We came through and we knew that coming in here that we had a very good chance winning the tournament, and we're mentally fresh, we're ready to compete, and hats off to these guys.
Schultz was named the tournament's most outstanding player. The all-tournament team was led by Victor Valente and Lucas Santa Anna from Georgia State. Here is the rest of the all-tournament team. So congrats again to the spring champions. Coming up next, the softball championship, May 8th through the 11th, hosted by Troy. Also, men's and women's outdoor track and field, May 10th through the 12th, hosted by FIU. And that's your look inside the Sun Belt. I'm Megan Clementi.